Hi, welcome to oma'sKitchen.
Oregano.
Today we're going to make some corn muffins that I call mulch cakes. There's a reason I call these mulch cakes. Every couple of days I make us a juice dinner where I have my juicer. I use a recipe for what's called mean green juice online. I make the mean green juice and then I save what I call mulch from the juicer. And that's what this is. About a cup of the mulch that comes from the juicer after the juice has been extracted. This is a combination of kale, apples, celery, lemons, and this actually is already broken up into small pieces, but I'm going to run it through our food processor before we include this in with the corn muffin mix. This gives the corn muffins a beautiful flavor, so why waste it? Put it in the freezer, and I get it out right before I'm going to make the mulch cakes. The rest of these are just spices, eggs, milk. I will use the muffin tins with a little paper liner. And when we're done, these will be beautiful muffins that go very well with spicy things, chili, soup, things of that sort. So let's get started on mulch cakes. Process it a little bit to make sure there's no really big pieces in there. And you know, you freeze this to keep the veggies fresh and to keep the apples from turning brown until you're ready to use them. So let's process this just a few times here. I definitely need my spatula. Smells good. I will move the food processor and use this. We're going to use 2 boxes of the Jiffy corn muffin mix. And all we have to do is open those. These muffins are so easy. And when you turn them into mulch cakes by using the veggies and fruit from the juicer, they're actually really good for you too. So here's one. 2. And I'm going to add the couple teaspoons of sugar and all of the spices before I add the eggs, milk, or the mulch. Whisk this a little bit, get any clumps out of it before I mix anything in there. My teaspoon measurement. A teaspoon of everything goes in here except the chipotle, which is very, very spicy. I put a half a teaspoon, and the sugar is 2 teaspoons. This sweetens up the kale a little bit and makes these come out nicer. So 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Get out the half teaspoon one for the chipotle. Get that one out of my way. So teaspoon. This is smoked paprika. This gives us a nice smoky flavor in the mulch cakes. So a teaspoon of that. Teaspoon of chili powder. Teaspoon of onion powder. Teaspoon of salt. And look at how fast we're through most of our ingredients for these. Okay, teaspoon of salt. Let me whisk that together. Get it well mixed. This way, when I put all the ingredients together, there's no clumps of just spices or anything. I have 2 eggs in the bowl. You'll find that I always open eggs into their own bowl before I add them to anything that I'm baking or cooking. There's 2 reasons for that. First, if you were to get a bad egg, you would want it to go into the bowl, not into the stuff you've already mixed together, so that you could throw it away before it gets to be part of your food. Secondly, when you open eggs, sometimes an egg shell will drop in. This allows you to see it before you add it to your ingredients and get rid of any eggshells that are in there. Then I add them to what I'm putting together. 2/3 cup of milk in there. We mix this together. Okay. And right before this is completely mixed together, we add the mulch. We mix really, really well. It smells so good. Beautiful. And we're going to let this sit a moment. If you let your corn batter sit for a few minutes, a couple minutes, before you fill your paper-lined muffin tin, you'll get a higher rise on your muffins. So they'll pop up out of there a little better.
Now it's solid.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Take a tablespoon at a time, and what we want is to fill these muffin cups about halfway to 2/3. So don't overfill them. They're not pretty when you do that. Smell the spices. So this is our first batch. These will go into the oven 15 to 20 minutes, and it depends on your oven. My gas oven is set to 410. An electric oven would be 400. 15 to 20 minutes, and you should keep an eye on the first set. When they start to brown on the top, you know they're done. Here's our first batch of mulch cakes. In my oven, it was only 16 minutes. These have to cool for a few minutes before I get them out of the muffin tins, and then I will leave them to finish cooling on the cooling rack. This is the first batch, and they came out beautifully. Thank you for joining me in oma'sKitchen. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll upload more tasty videos soon, and a special shout out to Moon Pie and Lil Bit. Till next time.
Oregano.